Shot makers, you know, and I said it on the radio when we were building Miami, you know, your choices in recruiting, what did you look for? It was like, okay, well, look, people that defend with passion and that will outwork people, no matter what size, no matter what position, and then just shot makers. And that's what Kim and Corey are doing down there in Hartford. They got great athletes that play their tails off and can one-on-one hit a shot, you know, and the offenses are good, so it was difficult. If they have a bunch of shot makers in all the positions, you know, it's hard to play both of these at the same time. But when we came out of halftime, we decided that we were gonna give them the ball when they were in together, which we did not do in the first half, and you know, dominate. And I don't believe I've ever had a team shoot 73% in a quarter without a press, steal, layup, press. These weren't press, steal, layups. These were high-level executed plays by a team with 5 people that were connected and really understanding what we wanted. So halftime, coming out of halftime, this is the 3rd game now that I think my team's listened at halftime, and they've come up with some ideas on their own, which was great in the huddles, and then just executed like, okay, this is who we are. But to shoot 73% and still only be up 10, I'm like, well, you know, what can we do better? Because we could not, they were hitting shots in our face. They did a nice job.
Questions?
Well, there was early struggles, like you said, but what was the biggest change in the locker room, pretty much? What was your guys?
We were making the first level pass. I think India Banks, when we subbed her in she made a 2nd level pass, which stretched their defense and made them rotate and moved and again got us free a little bit, got the post free. If we were just gonna, you know, base hit, it was safe, but it wasn't moving them enough. And to be honest, Hartford was moving faster than our ball was moving. So their defenders were moving faster than Miami's passes, which is shameful. And we didn't have enough zip on our passes. And when we finally got a little bit more strength, that's why I think a Taylor and an India had phenomenal games, because they were strong with the ball. And then someone like Sarah Mortensen, who could see over the second line to look for some stuff, was great too. So India Banks was, I mean, as good as these two are, India Banks to me was player of the game. Especially with the courage that she played with coming off that, you know, tumble on Friday, which was really scary for us. So she was fantastic.
Mesa, coach obviously talked about kind of your game plan coming out of the locker room, down low, attack the ball. Like she's talking about, how did India make it easier for you?
Well, India saw like you could pass it down the lane in the beginning, so that was a big adjustment. I think that they were kind of scared to throw it, but since they're not that big, it was doable. So I think she really opened that up, and with that, she opened up like the press break a little bit. She did phenomenal in that way.
Beatrice, you already have your 2nd double-double of the year. How is it making already an immediate impact on the team?
Honestly, I'm just going out there and just rebounding to help the team. It really don't matter to me having a double-double, as long as I can help the team.
I thought you block at the end of the first half.
Yeah,
that made us, that inspired the team.
Coach, again, the assist number is high for you guys, 22 assists on 30 makes. What does that say about your squad through 3 games? Well,
I think I was waiting for the team that, you know, the game that our 3-point weren't magical, you know, and it wasn't magical, and we stopped shooting them, so that's good. We didn't need them, but we were getting them early, but they weren't falling. I don't think we took a bad 3 all night, I really don't. But like I know Laura hit a huge one and Morty hit a huge one in crucial moments, so we still have that mental toughness and confidence in our shooting. As long as we stay forward thinking, I think we're going to be pretty good. We had a couple players who got in their feelings, in their own heads a little bit, and it was nice to be able to say, okay, well, get out, and while you're getting out, someone else is going to go out there and really kill themselves for Miami, and I think that really changed the game. I think our bench was awesome. I was really, really happy with the bench.
Coach, you keep on out-rebounding, the team keeps on out-rebounding other opponents, and what is it like having both Emese and Beatrice on the court?
Well, you don't want to assume, you know, that things are going to go your way, but it's something I have not had a lot of, which is 2 bigs, and our system we've altered some, but I think if you watch this film, they were covering ground on the defensive end. I mean, you know, they're like, well, you know, they got a shooter in. The shooter, and I said, well, Mesa's covering her as well as anyone. Beatrice just ran out on the 3-point. So we didn't have to make a change because they were heroic with their, what we call X-cutting and their rotations. just as good as the guards. And to be honest, if I was a shooter, I wouldn't want either one of these two running at me. So it was working, but I'm sure that they're exhausted. We're asking a lot out of them. I mean, not just interior defense. I'm talking about the exterior, the 3-point line defense was great.